Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 94 of Starbound. Last episode we got all of these rooms situated, and there's what, 15 total last I remember checking. May add more, may move some around. I don't fully know just yet, but what I do know for sure is we're wiring these things up to like a button or a switch or something like that. And apparently combined doors or lights, I hope we can do it all to one, because that would suck if I can't. But you apparently combine them so it can only be opened with a button pressed. And I have to figure out how that works. And as I understand it, I need to make a wiring... What is it? Wiring station? Here we go. Silicon boards, which I know I have. I need another stick of RAM, 10 wire, and a battery. So, silicone boards, which... Don't you open over there. It's weird. I'll just pull all of those out. We'll leave a placeholder. The battery, I need to get acid in my inventory, or poison, which I know I don't have. Oh, no, I do have. I lied. So we have that. I can make the battery. I need copper wire, which I'm pretty sure I do. I'll leave that there. What am I missing? Silicone board, copper wire, the battery, and a stick of RAM. I need another stick of RAM. Thank God I had enough of those. I don't really get many of the sticks of RAM. I'm very glad I have managed to have as many as I needed. Wiring station, and oh, I gotta craft the battery. Dear. Let's make that battery, shall we? Battery. What am I missing? I need 2 gold bars. I should be able to make quite a few gold bars. Yay! We did it. Battery. Hoip. And a watering station, por favor. That's just my like, little victory dance there. The wiring station about to occur. Used to produce complex wiring components. I have no idea how this thing works. Spoilers. This will be fun. Or it'll be horrible. Do not know where to put it yet. Doesn't really have a certain spot. I wonder if I put it in like a room, if that, give me a fancy or an engineer or some kind of unique NPC. Out of sheer curiosity, I have one. What happens? Do we get a nerd? Ever played hopscotch? You're not a nerd. Get the fuck out of my house. No, you get out of here, lady. Here you go, big red button, Durasteel console. What's it say? Durasteel control console. Press all the buttons. Persistent switch, iron lever, which we could do that. Tiny wall button. That'd work. I think the tiny wall button is going to be all that I require. Now, what are these? Timers? Sensors. And switch. There's a lot of stuff here. Now, nothing that I think I'll ever get involved in, but like if you're just sitting here messing around and like this is your thing, because I know some people are really good at this and they have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. There's OR, knots, delay gates, latches, XOR, and switch. Yeah, and there's an and switch, countdown time. There's a lot that you can do here. Secret door, secret trap, bulb, and output light indicates whether something. My goodness, there's so much stuff we can do. Switch. I kind of like the switch, because that would mean. I'm assuming that it's going to remain on until I flip it instead of the button. Now, I have no idea how this works, so I'm going to put it down on the ground, and I'm going to go to wiring mode. I'm going to primary click on this and primary click on, I guess, that. What happens? Easy peasy. Now, does that mean that no matter what I do... Yes, no matter what I do, it switched itself. I don't know how. I don't know if it was like on a timer or what, but I cannot interact with that, which is what I wanted. Because I want to just make it so they can't do anything. Unless, I let them. And just link. Okay, so I can't link that. Can I link? Do I link it like this? So I have to link it from the source. Do I have to be closer? Okay, I have to be closer. This is going to be super confusing looking. I hope they don't press that at first. Because this is the almighty control. Now, this is a proof of concept. Yay! And I obviously want this away from them, and we could use this to make a lockdown system. I mean, there's a lot you can do. You could be like, oh, this pressure switch was flipped. Okay, turn on an alarm, play a sound, make a light go off, and then lock all doors. There's so much you could do with this. Like, really, there is. Maybe we'll mess with it. I don't know, but that right there proves the concept enough that I'm happy. And I don't know if there's a distance. I do not know if there's a distance. And what I have to figure out is where I'm putting it, because once I plop it down and I wire everything and I break it, I'm assuming that wire connection's severed. So here seems like a good enough idea. I teleport here, And I would imagine we want all of these doors in the same state as I wire them. Otherwise, they would be in different states as I flip the lever, and that would just be shenanigans. I do need to make food. Where's my waifu at when I need food? Come on, man. Anyway, wire. Okay, I connect to the blue, right? Now, I don't know if this is gonna, like, just disappear. Can I reach over here? I really wish I could just link these like that, you know? And then they'd all daisy chain off one another. But that does not seem to work. I must have accidentally pressed that. Turn this back on. So this is, I should have activated it first. This is most definitely going to take some time. But I think it's going to be oh so freaking worth it if when I put these settlers down, they're not dicking with these switches. I don't know if they'll go. I don't know if they can. If they go up to that button, if they will randomly flip buttons. I don't know if I need to hide that button. Can I reach it from here? Yes, I can get through the wall. That's huge. But like, I don't know if they'll interact with switches. I don't know if I want to put that behind a wall or not. We'll see here. Ooh, this is working out better than I thought it would. Nice. I'm glad I have this little divot in the house here. Totes planned it. I mean, like, even the lights have a little electrical thingy that you can hook it up to. So this is what I mean. You could, like, make an alarm and just have the thing go fucking crazy. I don't know, like, there's, like, sensors. I don't know if you can specifically sense a mob. And if you can't, I'm sure there's a mod for it. There's a lot of potential with this game's wiring system. Like, it's actually scary. Like, I mean, I'm sure people have made some really sick shit. All I'm doing is linking a bunch of doors to a friggin' button. That's the extent of what I'm doing for now. But, like, there's some serious potential. Okay, I did grab that switch. It looks so crazy, but thankfully whenever we turn this off, we don't see it, so it's not really loaded. It doesn't make it a hell of a mess. I wonder what the wiring mode is going to look like when I'm in one of the, like, the instance areas, doing, like, the main quest. And I can see the tarps, because I'm assuming I will see what it's linked to. And I'll know there's a trap there. No, I don't usually know there's a trap there when I hold Alt anyway, but you get the point. That's neat. I don't really want the main doors linked, I don't think. I'd like to be able to manipulate those. Yes, I'd like them closed at all times to prevent sellers from letting enemies in, but we'll see. We'll see if I want to change that. Fingers crossed that when I switch this button, it doesn't cause, like, a ridiculous lag. That's fine. I don't know if, like, all of those objects updating at once would be a problem. So, it looks good. I don't see a problem with that. Tell you what, I will get we'll get three. 3 weapon chests, there's 1 up there, there's 4. I will put 1 soldier here, 1 soldier there, and then we'll replicate that on the other side. Which means, of course, this is getting swapped around. I don't want to break the doors, because if I break the doors, I have to relink them. And that's not what I'm after. Oh, in fact, I should just close this up. So, a chest here. And then, oops, a chest here. I don't want you there. I can't reach it through the floor, of course. And I want to just mirror this. I could even put, if I want, a platform here, and I could get up there. It wouldn't look, I don't think, that great, because I feel like it'd be a little confined. But it would still be functional. And it would save me from having to go to the center every single time. So, these should all spawn in soldiers. That's another one, okay. I placed them 2 off the ground. Soldier? Another soldier? All the soldiers, man. Daphne. Feels like snacking. You and me both. I wouldn't mind something to nibble on right about now. We'll mirror these. I think you have either a shotgun or a rocket launcher. Finding answers. Annie, I have all women guards. Dude, I have my own harem, and I'm dressed in drag. This is great. Selma! They're all grills! Alright, I win. Who needs those stinking boys? I got them grills, man. It's about to get nasty up. No, I'm just kidding. That's just weird. They don't like me anyway. Anyway. I don't see them manipulating doors. That was the worry. So that's good. Don't you dare touch those doors. I will break those fingers. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter if you're a grill or not. Do not fuck with these doors. And we can start adding colonists in here because I want the loot that they provide. Do I want multiple chefs? It's not like a bad idea. Do I need them? No. Do I want them? Kind of. Why not? What are you? Cyander, toxic jam donut. Ooh. I can keep swapping the deeds to get like a chef that we want who has like an item that we want. And yes, I realize these are all humans. If I want to change that, I would have to add something. I think it's because of the human ship light. There have to be other items in here. And maybe we're just like a human elitist colony. I don't know. It inadvertently came out that way. For now, that's good. It's just I'm getting these deeds down. Those are probably the only ones I really cared about in particular. Making sure we have soldiers on the sides. We have some vendors wandering around now. The food ones I like the best. You can get like a blacksmith, and I may dick with them later. But for the moment, I am going to just put these people down and start spawning in quest givers and present givers. Quest givers and present givers. That's all you guys are to me. How does that make you feel? They're all so happy. The noise. I can't really make this one symmetrical because the house is it's an uneven amount. I could kind of hide it there. It doesn't really matter. For now, we'll put it up top. It's elevated 1. So that'll trigger some people, I'm sure, with their OCD. Now we have all of these people here, and I may add more, and they're all going to just generate the loot as I build. I'm okay with this. This worked. I would like to get down here and just block it off so I don't have to dick with them. I may open this back up, but anyway, my farm, if I center it, how do I want to go about this? I'm thinking, because I have like a sort of an idea in mind, kind of, not really. These ringing stones are likely down here just going to get destroyed. They're cool, but the farm is going to be just absurdly large, and I think I want symmetry to play a big part in it. Now, sadly enough, this means we have to go through the digging days again. Not that we didn't already burrow this place out, but I kind of want to make rounded... I've done this before. Kind of like a roundish room. Almost like a sphere. I don't know if I want to make it like... It's not going to be a perfect circle. The edges are definitely going to be rounded off. And now that I think about it, it plays pretty well into the fact that I have these stairs here, and I have like the divot in the center of the house because of the ringing stone. This might turn out better than I think. It might turn out like total and utter, but I don't know. We'll see. What I will make it out of, primarily the walls will still be silver, I think, and I may paint them. I don't know yet. There will be timber for the backdrop, so I may have to go chop some trees, to be honest with you. There will be timber to make the planks. Like, just the timber is the plank, obviously. And there will be likely unrefined wood, because it looks just like an actual tree. As an accent, I may make regular windows. I have to put in dirt, obviously. There will be platforms, which I think I'll use a different color platform, maybe a different platform entirely. Definitely like a different color. And it'll definitely be like a big color change. I still never made a kitchen, so I could make a kitchen involved all this in this. And I've never made the the Terra Mart place, like where I go to cash in all these crops. Now remember, these will all be under a sprinkler. I will not have to maintain them. I will just have to harvest them and plant them. That is like the easiest, most simple thing to do. So I get all the stuff. I just put the seeds back down. I sell the crop, and I make ridiculous amounts of pixels. And I can pixel print obviously anything else that I ever would, want in my life. We'll see. We will friggin' see. I am going to starve now that I think about it, because I don't have any food. So let's put this bad boy down. I may make a rice cake or something. Rice cakes, I can make quite a few of them, and they're pretty filling. So let's make a handful of them. Not the best food source for me, but they're pretty decent. Which, this brings up the whole, maybe I want to go back to my crap tier colony real quick and get some food. So secondary colony, there's food there, but I mean, if I harvest the crops, I can live off of the stuff that I have, but then again, I don't want to let it all go bad. If I pull out raw fish, I don't know if I can make something in particular. Beak seeds, some of that. Honestly, I will pull out a little bit of everything and just see if something pops up here. Meat dumplings, porridge, sushi. Sushi's pretty good. Make some delicious sushi. Rice cake, mushroom rice. There you go. Added that to the collection, so I didn't make that before. Rice pudding. Milk, sugar, rice. That's easy peasy to make. We'll make some rice pudding. Some chocolate. I will make some chocolate, and then I can make a coffee. And I can make a flat white, but if I get another thing of milk out, I should be able to make another mochaccino. I think I have milk. Yeah. I can make a bunch of ape grapes. That's for certain. No. I would like to pick you up. And no, pick up the milk. And I would like to make my mochaccino. Oh, do I not have the chocolate? Ah, there you go. We'll craft that. That'll compact some inventory space. So I can put all of the scraps that we didn't use, essentially just back in these fridges. And I will keep the cooked food for myself. Let's see. That's quite the assortment of cooked food, but it's good. Now I have enough food. I have enough food that we can just go build. I could go through here and collect presents, but I kind of want to just focus on what I'm working on over here. Everyone's going to yell at me. You guys just... Shh. It's okay. I know you fixed my fuel tank. I know it's bigger and better. Daddy notices you. Also, you guys will stay in your room. It's like, you will never get out. You will stay in there and you will... Oh! I was just about to say, you'll stay in that room until you like one another. Maybe. They are all human, so, I'm assuming they can breed. Ooh, lewd. I am apparently a matchmaker. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to be an incredibly evil landlord and force people into their rooms, but here we go. I am a matchmaker. Aw, yeah. Anyway, the thing over here, I have to round that off, which might mean that's like this will come out to the side a little bit. I don't know if I want to replicate this perfectly, or if I want to come down a little. I'm thinking we'll come down a bit. Like, what I mean here is something like this. And let's just replicate that on the other side. Was it like 2 times I did that? I'm sorry, Ringstone. I'm just going to get this over with and break you now. It pains me to do it. I hear somebody shooting. Hold on, let me actually check to see what's going on with the soldiers. Are they okay? Like, are they handling? Nope. What's that mean? This is a learning experience. I can break it and place it back down. I already know what happens. Now, one soldier. Oh, it just means that they were dead and they are respawning. One soldier can't handle one of these dudes. So they go into, I guess, like a hospitalization state or something where they just die and they respawn. I don't know if you have the same weapon. I don't know if you're the same one. Yeah, Annie, you have the same one. So maybe 2 soldiers would be good, but it doesn't really matter. If that's the case, they die and they come back. I don't know what happens to your quest, though, if you have an active quest. So, learning experience. Again, this is this whole thing. We'll figure it out as we go. I am curious. I've never seen that before. I've never actually had a colonist die on me. Because I don't usually... I guess I put them in the sex dungeon in the basement and to make it more difficult for enemies to enter the place, but for now they're going to have to deal with what they've got. I don't know. We'll maybe add some tarps or something. But, oh, okay. I can definitely place blocks further with the optics thingy, for sure. I'm noticing that now. And that's even. And then I could do something like this. So I want one more and then over, yes? Yeah. And then this was on this layer, same layer. And I can go straight down. So it's not going to be necessarily... It's going to be more like a rectangle with rounded off edges, I feel. I'll have to count the amount of blocks, because what I will need to do is calculate the height that we need for a sprinkler, because there's 2 things I can do. A sprinkler, if I put it down and has enough height above it, the sprinkler will shoot the water up in the air, the water will come back down, and then the water will take care of the crops. You can also put a sprinkler underneath a dirt block, and it will water the dirt blocks underneath it. I don't believe it waters as many as if you were to give it more height, but you could also just squeeze more sprinklers in that way, and then you could save ceiling space. And I don't know, there's some things going on that you might end up being I might be able to do to cheese it and get more space. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to handle that yet. This is I'm gonna figure this shit out. Oh! I did not mean to break you. Yeah, I can definitely place blocks further. I don't think I can dig blocks further, but I can place things further, which I'm okay with. That's good. I've been saying I'm okay with them good a lot, but I've been happy with the way the building has been going so far. So, works for me, man. Look at that starfish one. I think I get to keep that one. I don't believe I need to break you. And I need to figure out how far over this is going to go out. So the pattern for now is just like this. I mean, I guess what I should do is mirror it to here. So it's on this layer. So I'll place little markers here. I'll break these down. This is just to help me visualize things. So this is like how far we need this design to come down. Alright. Get rid of you guys. You're definitely in the way. I can't wait to put like healing water. I think that's what I'll do. On the outside edges. Because it's going to emit that light. And I don't know how much of it I want to put. If I want to put like 1 block's worth or 2 or more. But the more I think about it, the more that just seems really, really cool. I could put lava. That would emit light. But it's also a hazard. And just, I think healing water is kind of a cooler color. Fire red's one thing, but like that like bluish green that it emits is pretty sweet. So then it comes down to there. However, didn't it... No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, so... how far down do we want to go? Also, I'll need to make sure I count the spaces in there. And I guess what I'll do is work on the top layer first. By making a few sprinklers, putting them down, making sure that they're watering things correctly. And we'll base the lower level floors off of that design. That's what we're going to have to do. So what I mean is, like, this is going to be one giant-ass crop room that goes, like, down like that. And the same thing will occur over here. We'll do the exact same thing. I'll make a big-ass crop room. I would like to put the Terra Mart here, but it has to clear skies. I'd have to get rid of my ringing stone. I have to get rid of some settlements. What I'll probably do is put them off the sides of each, and we'll roll with that idea. So let's free up a little more of this, get rid of the backdrop, start putting some dirt down, a hoe, we'll till some land. I have to make some sprinklers, I don't have any. I will have to smelt some more gold down. I may have to go to some of those asteroids that we've seen in the past that have tons of gold on them. Because I don't know how much gold that I really have. I have not a clue. I might have enough, but it's what, 5 gold bars and 5 diamond, 5 Durasteel, I think? For sure, it's the recipe. I'll have to check out the agricultural station here in a second. Let me just remove a few more of these walls, and I'll start putting some dirt down, tilling it, and we'll see. I don't remember how high a sprinkler shoots up in the air before it hits the wall. Like, I don't want it to hit the wall. That's the big thing. It can't hit the ceiling. If it hits the ceiling, then the water doesn't, like, trickle down. The water just hits that ceiling, and it stops. We don't want that. That is not ideal. Okay, so you guys can go bye-bye. I need the dirt. Do I still have my dirt? I do. Got my dirt. I can till it. I can place that. Let's see about smelting some gold bars down. They got some quests for me. I don't think anybody has any presents for me, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll start taking some of their quests. Maybe I won't. All these need to become bars. Or for gold bars is found at great depths on most planets around all stars. Gold bars? Gold yeah, stars? Yeah. How many do I have in here? Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. T friggin' he. 256. Be good. We got this. I'm gonna make a couple sprinklers, you guys. It's gonna be glorious. Okay, there's steel bars. Make a handful, you guys, too. I don't even know how many of these I can make, but I'll make a handful right now. We'll go up to like 50. That's 10 sprinklers if I decide to use that. I'll keep the gold ore. I can put it away with a shift click if I need to. Agricultural station's over here, yes? Yes, you are. Oh, ooh. See, I gotta close that shit because, like, that's a hazard. I'm surprised it didn't burn the chest. It's 5. Yep, it's 5 to 5. Make a bunch of these. How many I want to make now? I don't know. We'll go with 6, 7, 8, whatever. That's fine. It's a test. And I will need to put the dirt down. Oh, somebody's brapping. Soldiers outside of the house. You shouldn't be out there, bud. Sprinklers are on this tab. Somebody died. Was it you? Oh no, help me. Oh no, run for your dear life. Look at this floaty ball of love. Get him. Pew, pew, pew. Get him. Get him. Save June. Save June. She looks like an old lady. Oh, crossfire. We're good. So I haven't yet seen, which it doesn't mean it won't. I haven't seen it hit the block, the ceiling. Now, if I place you a block above that, is that okay? Let's find out. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No. If I stand on that, does that stop? Really? That's cool. Never knew that. No, that one went like way up and didn't hit. I might even be able to cheese and get another block of height. I want to cheese like I want to get as much space as I can out of this. If that wasn't inherently obvious. We'll do one more. See what happens. Does it ever hit the ceiling? Close. So close. And it definitely just watered the block next to it. That one landed right here. So that, I think, is as far up, as high as it can be. So this is the layer that I am going to build with. This will all end up being tilled land. And I'll leave like blank space over here for platforms for me to fall through. This will all end up being tilled land, and we're going to have our crops finally once more. I haven't had like a real farm that I've been, tending to in a while. But guys, it is time to wrap the episode up here already. Episode 94. It's coming along, man. I've got these guys down. They're offering quests. That dude's stuck on a damn wall. Got them offering quests. We've got the crop room being created. So this is going to be the money room. It's going to be a lot of money if you stop and think about it. Because how much money I was making off just farming crops manually myself versus this is automated now with sprinklers. All I need to do is harvest it and plant it, which is the quickest step. Yeah, and I'll never have to worry about food again. I might even put like layers of a kitchen here, like with tons and tons of fridge storage, because that would be really freaking sweet, having everything I get stored and just tons of food ready for, I don't know, the apocalypse or something stupid. But again, guys, I'm wrapping it up here, episode 94. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.